Hi there, it's Melinda here with you today, and I'm just sharing so far I've done in my journal your Christmas album for 2016 flip through. I love this class by Shimel. It is available once you sign up. It's available for the rest of your life, and you can participate every year or some years and participate in some prompts or no prompts. I love it that it's not just based on this year, but that it can be a bit reflective as well, or a bit this is what I want in the future, or one day this might happen. So I'm going to just quickly go through what I've done so far. I'm about halfway through. I have got all my photos printed, and they're all in here. And like I said, I have done about half of the album so far. This is an album that I've had in my stash for ages. I love it. And I've decided to use the 'Tis the Season collection by Coco Vanilla Studio, and I thought the wood grain was a beautiful match for it. So without further ado, so first page here, I've just used some papers and a couple of cut aparts and ephemera and JYC 2016. Simple and done. Prompt number 1 is about my intention for this year, and the journaling says, a very simple wish for me for this December, more, and then I've listed joy, love, gratitude, magic, peace, laughter, calm, fun, silly, acceptance, kisses and cuddles, and time in the sun. Again, just a few little embellishments. I have tried to keep it fairly simple. You will notice that I've done inking around all of the pieces and the papers as well. So day 2 is early signs. And this year, my littlest guy, last year, he was so funny. And my journaling just says, Hunter has been so very excited since he saw the first decoration up this year, telling everyone another Christmas is coming. So I have mostly just used the 'Tis the Season collection, as I mentioned. I've also put in some craft cardstock, some thickers, and some stamping. Prompt 3 is the greatest gift, and this doll here was one that I received as a Christmas gift many years ago. Sadly, I did lose her in a bushfire a couple of years ago, but the journaling here says, this year, this prompt took me straight back to the late 80s, early 90s, and the My Child doll I was desperate for. Mum tells me it was a hunt all over Perth to find one, and oh boy, was she loved. Her long brunette real hair, her green eyes, her felt skin. Sadly, I lost her in the fire, but I still remember her. So this is not my exact doll. I did have to do a Google search, and it took me ages to find what the doll was called, let alone a picture of her. I remember the green eyes, the felt hair, the felt skin, and the dark, long, straight brown hair, and this little face it's exactly what I remember. Day 4, so you can see December plans. It's just about the few things that we had planned, and I've just stamped the date and what we had planned for that day. Day 5, I made a little pocket, and I've used a border punch, my thickers, a sticker, and day 5 was about the cards. And I've written, I knew I wanted elf photos of the boys this year, and Graham was happy to help out. So happy with all the shots and the end result. So I've got these in the pocket, and these are all the photos that we got. I hope that's not too glary for you. My kids, they're a pair of clowns. They entertain us non-stop. This is the photo that ended up on our Christmas card for this year, last year. It's just them. It is just them down to exactly what they're like. I love it. So rather than putting in a card this year, I thought I would include all the photos that my father-in-law took. So day 6 is Christmas Cozy. And it's just a photo of my boys out late in the afternoon playing in the backyard. Now, if you're in the US and you're watching this, then please remember that here in Australia it is the middle of summer, so we have long hot summer days and it's beautiful. My journaling is this year I'm totally loving that we have a later bedtime for the boys and longer days. It means a later dinner and that they can play even afterwards, for the most part unsupervised. My kids are getting to that age where we can tell them to go outside and play, and it's fun for them and it's fun for us, and we often hear them giggling and yelling and just being boys. It's awesome. Prompt 7 is sensory overload. I'm not sure, so this is a photo of all of our crates down from the roof with stuff higgledy-piggledy all over the place. I didn't have a fantastic December, I was not feeling well, and so that's pretty much what the journaling reflects. These boxes this year are providing me a huge sensory overload. I just can't find it to unpack and decorate. Perhaps I'll be feeling healthy again soon and up to it. So, you know, that was the reality of where I was at that point in the season. And, you know, it's about documenting it. And like I said, one year I might decide to document a Christmas from 15 years ago, but last year, it was about where I was right there. Again, another prompt about this year. So this one was the Oh Christmas Tree prompt. We decided this year was a good year to bring our glass ornaments back out to adorn the tree, and with them came the tinks. Just as a side note, I've been collecting tinks for quite a few years to go on our tree, and we have put all the glass ornaments and the fragile stuff away. With the two little boys, we figured it was a bit safer, but they got it this year, so... ironically enough, this will be our last year with this particular tree. After 8 years, it is looking well loved. The plan so far is a real tree for 2017, but for now, we enjoy this one. And then just a photo of all my Tinkerbells. I haven't decided if I want to do anything to this photo yet. It was taken on the 1st of December, just after we put the tree up. The lights were on and the boys were just in awe of the tree. It was so cute. Prompt 9 was special treats. This is a coffee cup from Glory Jeans. I just thought it was so cute, the little snowman. I love it. Little bit of decoration on the back. Every year I love seeing the new designs on the takeaway coffee cups throughout November and December. I think this is my favourite this year. Prompt 10 was making a list. So I've got a couple of lists here, one for gifts, one for Christmas cards. I just used some, I think they might be Ranger craft tags. I've used an old like gift bag thing from my stash. Just handwritten on there, used some letter stickers and used some gold and cream twine. Love how that came together. Prompt 11 was Merry Mentors. So a couple of times I've had a couple of different journaling prompts. One was my kids, one was myself as a younger version of me with the magic, and so this year what really struck home was movies for us. So my journaling reads, one of the things that helps me get into the spirit of Christmas are Christmas movies. Helps that the boys love them also, and then I've just listed some of our favourites currently love. The Grinch, Polar Express, Arthur Christmas, Elf, Rise of the Guardians and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Day 12 is cards, I think. No, it's not. I can't remember what day 12 was, but I went with my big guy helping with the teacher gifts. So Jacob loves to be involved in the card making for his teachers, and this year he chose his boy Christmas fairy and he coloured them all the same. This is the image that he chose to colour, and he coloured them all the same, and they went on cards and they went to his teacher, and he was super proud of himself. And I love that I've got the exact thing that he did for them. Prompt 13 was a weather prompt. So this photo was taken on the 13th, and I'm not 100% certain which date this photo was taken, but it was a forecast that included Christmas Day. And then I've got my journaling, and then this was a screenshot of the weather for Christmas Day itself. So it was taken at 7 PM on the 25th of December. The maximum was 32. And my journaling reads, Summer, I am incredibly disappointed by your lack of appearing. I mean, it's the 13th of December and it's raining. The forecast is looking positive at this stage. I guess time will tell. I left a little bit of room at the bottom to do some journaling on the 25th, and I've stamped the reality of the season, and I've just journaled not as hot as I had hoped for. 32 degrees is better than less than 30 though. Prompt 14 is the places we go. Now this photo was taken on Christmas morning of them opening their gifts, and the photos will make sense once I read the journaling. As a parent, I love the few hours we get at home with the boys on Christmas morning. Their excitement, joy, wonder. A pretty casual breakfast, even if it's something of an ordinary start. The boys enjoying their gifts, us enjoying them, and the time together before we head out to see other family. I know it'll be gone before I know it, and that makes it even more special. So last year I was feeling incredibly sentimental. I'm guessing that you can probably guess that from a few of these posts. But the ages that they're at is just, it's magical, and they are seriously, they're fun, and the joy and the wonder on their faces is just, it's just magical, and I know that it's not going to last forever. Prompt 15 was deck the halls. And I've just taken a photo of some of the decorations that I'd finally got around to set up. And my journaling reads, it has taken me all of this month to finally A, find some motivation to get to decorating, B, feel well enough to do some Christmas stuff, and C, find at least some of my missing Christmas spirit. Start small and get things done one at a time. That was very much my mantra for December. This is the 16th. And it's about culture and entertainment. I've just handwritten that title in there because I couldn't find anything I wanted to use. As you can see, it's a couple of Snapchat photos of me and my boys. Snapchat is new to us this year, and I got to say, the three of us are really loving the Christmas filters. Alan is not a fan, but maybe next year I'll convert him. We were cute reindeers. 17 and 18 I don't have photos for. 17 is a to-do list, and 18 is about dinner is served, but it'll be a page of journaling. And this is the last page that I have completed, and it's day 19. It's the man in red. As you can see, it's a photo of my two little guys and Santa. But funnily enough, the story is one of about 10 or 15 years ago. My journaling reads, funnily enough, I had decided that today was the Santa photo day before Courtney unexpectedly asked to hang with us. While we were waiting in line, I was transported back to a December at least 10, maybe even 12 years ago, when Tony and I had our photo taken at my work with Santa. Courtney freaked out and yelled at us to get away from him, and still to this day, she wouldn't go near him. She absolutely refused to go near him this year. He did try to coax her into the photo, but yeah, it wasn't happening. But having that conversation with her immediately transported me back to when she was about 6 or 7, I reckon. So that's what that journaling was about. So like I said, I've got all my photos in. 20 is about someone special. I got a couple of gifts from work people that I wasn't expecting. 21 is a right now prompt. Shamil actually used a photo from under a tree, and I thought that was a really good idea. I really liked it. 22 was warming the heart. I have an idea of what I'm going to put in there, but I'm not sure I have a photo to go with it. 23 is the stockings. So I took a photo of the boys with their stuff in their stocking, and then the stuff in our stockings, then our stockings full, and then this will be the journaling to go with it. And so then this is the start of Christmas Eve. So I'm going to start with Pixie, and then our Christmas Eve traditions, so making cookies. How hilariously funny. What a hilarious shape these are. That's my little guy. He said he couldn't roll them round, so we got poo-shaped cookies. Couple more photos from Christmas Eve, the reindeer food, and the book we got from Pixie. And of course, last thing on Christmas Eve is always the boys giving Pixie a kiss and a cuddle, putting her in her favourite place, which happens this year to be the Christmas tree for her to fly home. Christmas morning, the gifts under the tree, and then a full shot of the tree with all the gifts under it. This was out the back waiting for the kids. Lego, because Lego, I have 2 boys. Well, not that Lego is a boy thing, but they're obsessed. My big guy got this big Lego ship for Christmas and loved it. Couldn't wait to put it together. My little guy got a big tub, like this big, of Lego, and he built this and was like, Mum, take a photo of it. Christmas lunch at my mum's, so the 4 of us and then the 2 of us, and then we were trying to get a nice photo of extended family, and fail 1, fail 2. This was the most decent photo. Just cracks me up. This is Boxing Day. First thing Boxing Day, they were out the back playing with the chalk, and I just thought it was just gorgeous. Boxing Day we spent at my in-laws. This was the gifts we got from them. So then the 27th, I'm going to do some journaling about how I was getting ahead of myself a bit with a couple of design team things and getting some projects finished. 28 8th, I think that was my last day at work. So yay for that. I got like a whole week off, which was very exciting. And then the 29th, we headed off for a little family holiday to a friend's place. And I'll have here something about seeing the new year out and our hopes and wishes maybe for 2017. So I will come back with an update once I have one. Thank you ever so much for stopping by. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Otherwise, yeah, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you again very soon with my next video.